Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Len Island Let's Play series. So in the last episode, you'll remember we built this lovely little shoebox of a house here, and we also built and upgraded our workbench, and we also activated one of the 3 totems that will unlock the dungeon on this island. So today, I think we'll find the other 2 totems and get the dungeon unlocked, although we're not going to go in there until we've upgraded our weapons. Then we'll also do a little bit of underground exploration in the procedural underground area. Gather a few resources, particularly metal, that'll allow us to get some of those weapons and gear unlocked. First, we're going to head down to where the dungeon is, because that'll show us the location of the other totems. So we just make our way down here, and click on this obelisk. Activate it. Boom. Okay, first things first, I better eat some berries here before I start getting the hunger pangs and losing health. So if we pull up the map here, now you'll notice we got blue circles where the other 2 monoliths are. So we'll go over to this one on the right first. It's actually just offshore on a little sub-island, if you will. Let me see how we're doing on resources, I can't remember. Yeah, we're low on some stuff. I probably ought to do a little gathering here, but I will. Now you notice the water doesn't look quite as nice as it did before. That's because I turned the settings down, hoping that I would get a little better frame rate. So I know this is somewhat painful to look at. But like I say, I'm making do with a budget computer here, so if this isn't really a significant words are hard. A significant improvement in the frame rate, I'll probably set it back, because the water just doesn't look as good when I've turned off the shadows. You can see the biome on this island is a little different. More birch trees. Oh, and here's some marigolds. Hopefully we can get some seeds for those. Oh, we did. Good. One thing I want to do soon is get a little farm going, so any seeds we can get will be helpful. Now it's going to show us a new technique here, in which we can jump and then do a roll in midair to effectively increase our jump distance. Boom, roll, and we are up here. And look, here's the monolith. So we'll go ahead and get that sucker activated. Ooh, it knocked a pear tree down for us. That's good. We'll go ahead and get these other trees as long as we're up here, since unlikely we're going to be coming back to this island anytime soon. Actually, let me see if I can be clever here and knock these trees into each other. That's always fun to do. So satisfying when it works. Look at that. Get all the wood. Okay, let's see if there's any more of those marigolds around. Oh, those are just regular bushes. We can use the plant fibers, though. We will need some of those. Oh, here's a bunch of marigolds. There we go, another marigold seed, very useful. More marigolds, good. See, I'm not going to gather stone just yet, because we'll be able to find a bunch of that once we go underground. Now, if we pull the map back up, the other monolith is on this little offshore island just on the other side. So I think I'll actually won't make you watch me walk all the way across. I'll put a cut in here and we'll see you when we get there. Okay, so we're gonna just have a little short swim here. While I was walking across the island, I did stop and gather a few resources, because we will be going underground shortly, and I'd like to have a reasonable amount of stuff with me. You'll see why once we get there. Alright, now one thing we are going to have to be careful of is, as you can see, there's some spawners where we will meet our first enemies, these little spider things. Now fortunately they are pretty easy to kill, even with the weak Bowie knife. And they don't hit particularly hard. They're more annoying than anything. Once we kill the spawners, one more spider. Once we kill the spawners, we won't have to deal with any more of those around here. One thing we should do before we go into there is gather these pumpkins. They heal a little more than the basic berries. I think they heal... Well, let's see. Since guessing, I can just show you. Yeah, they heal 3 stomach icons, not just 2. They don't heal any on their own. But they still can help here. I'm going to add a few more blueberries to my hot bar here. Well, since I'm worried about running out, here, let's gather these pumpkins up. Don't worry, dear. Your time will come. Once I have a better sword. Ooh, lavenders. Get those two while we're at it. Alright, I've got all the fibers I can carry. Notice it said my weapon tier was too low. That's because I was hitting a hardwood tree that's here. Now, you have to have a tier 3 hatchet or whatever to do damage to a hardwood. So that's definitely a more mid-game to end-game resource. Well, let's go ahead and go under here and see. Okay, here we are, and they give us a little tutorial showing us things we can do underground. We can actually build houses and things, and build structures to get around. That is the main reason why having a few building resources is good for under here, and why I stopped to gather before I came down. Now, I am going to switch and get out the torch, mostly for the benefit of you all in YouTube land, so you can see what I'm doing a little easier once we get away from the light of this entrance here. Get pickaxe. This is metal, or rather iron shards, I believe the game calls them. These will be necessary to upgrade our tools, and we do need one to even unlock the farming can. The watering can, sorry. I'm recording late at night. Words are hard this time of night. Okay, so here's that last monolith. Boom, we unlocked the dungeon. Alright, and this rock has coal in it. Now, like I said, we're not going to do the dungeon in this episode. We probably won't even do it in the next one. We may wait till the one after that. Because we do want to have some decent gear. Because that place is full of enemies, and it's more than just the little spiders. Now, we have some coal. Now, one thing coal can do is you find these lamps underground. This is a great way of showing where you have already been. Plus, it provides a little light to an otherwise dark area. Now, stone, I've already got as much as I can carry, so there's no point in me gathering just stone. So in these initial areas, we won't encounter a lot of enemies, but it's later that we will. Get these mushrooms. Those are good for food, or later on for various crafting recipes. And here's one we can jump with the jumping thing. Here's the few spiders. Ow, ow, ow. Uh-oh. These guys are a little bit meaner. Okay, we got him. They're not too bad, those medium-sized guys, but if you're not prepared for them, they can swarm you in a hurry. In the dungeon, there's a lot of them, so we will definitely want a better sword, and preferably some armor before we take that on. We do want this coal. Go around here as much as we safely can. Keep the sword equipped in case any baddies show up. I'm going to go ahead and fill my stomach up so I'll start getting some of that passive healing. Light these lamps so we know where we've been in future trips down here. Well, so far we're just seeing easily jumpable gaps, but that will change. There are bridges that, like that one in the first episode, you have to spend resources to repair. Then there's other areas where you have to build across. And a good way to do that is to use stone. It is plentiful down here, so you don't have to worry about running out. Save your wood for the bridges. See if I can encounter one of those. Oh, there's another entrance here. Whoops, almost fell off there. If you fall off into the abyss, you don't die. You respawn on the ledge where you fell, and you do take some damage. Now here you can see some metal, but there's a gap, and that's bigger than we can jump. So one thing we can do is pull up the build menu. I'm going to go to stone building, stone foundation. Well, if the thing will snap to it here, we can give ourselves a bit of a launch pad. Alright, I may be standing too close. I'm going to move back. We'll try that again. There we go. Pull one out, see if we can put one on the other side, something to land on. That may not be enough. We're going to try it. Here we go. Hey, we made it. Okay. So we have the pickaxe. Let's get this metal. We want as much of this stuff as we can get, because I want to do some upgrades. I also want to gather some more coal if we can find it. Okay. There we go. Good, more metal. We may go ahead and gather that stone that's right over here, because I'm going to build a little stone walkway. These take quite a few hits with the makeshift pick. Go and put some coal in the lamp here so we'll know we've been here later. Now, in areas you've already explored, occasionally those little spiders will spawn, but generally not the bigger enemies. Alright, so a little more stone. This is one place where the bigger backpack would pay dividends. So here we got... There we go. Whoop, there's a spider. Let's kill it. There we go. Just finding stone, and you really need to find some coal if possible. Yeah, I'll leave the stone for now. Still stone. Yeah, we need coal. I'm using it all to fill these things up. Usually I find a lot more coal than this. Alright, spider incoming. Let's get it. He's dead. Aha, some coal. One thing I know we need coal for is for the resource distiller extractor thingy. Forget what it's called at the moment. Here we can see what it's called. Yeah, the refinery, that's it. I need 10 coal for that. In addition to needing like salvaged metal and metal shards and stuff. We will need stone also. Okay, ooh, here's... They're all just stone. That is unfortunate. Alright. Well, we may need to double back for a moment here, or what? What is dripping off the ceiling? Is that just water? Interesting. Okay, let's see if I can jump this gap. Aha, here's one of those bridges I was talking about. We'll light the torch. Yeah, we need 25 wood and 30 fibers to be able to repair one of these. I'll go ahead and repair it. Here comes the spider. Let's go ahead and get him. Ow. That's alright. We'll be okay. Oh, a barrel. Good. Now, these little entrances lead to the surface, so we could be on a completely different island in a completely different part of the map from where we were. So this can be an alternate way, besides sailing, to get around the map. Right now, I just want to get this coal. There we go. Get the barrels. Some coal in that. I'd really like to find one more coal rock before we call it good here. Alright, that's a brazier, which actually heals your health when you stand near it. I didn't realize any of these were down here. You'll find these in the dungeons. They're a great place to just stop and regroup, recoup your health and stuff. I'm going to leave it alone for now because I don't want to throw 5 coal into it. And our health can regen while we're at full hunger anyway. So yeah, let's just keep on going. Let's try and find some more coal if we can. Alright, get these mushrooms. Oh! Okay. There we go. Still not finding any coal. There's some coal. We'll get this and then I think we'll head on back. As you can see, this is just a huge area. I think it's absolutely as big as the above ground world, just underground. We'll go and pull up the map after I knock this out here. You see, like, various entrances we found. I mean, I think that, no, that is where we came in, so we're way up here. We may take a peek above ground just to see where we are, just for funsies. Let's just hope we don't get mobbed by enemies. This may be a really stupid move. Oh, it's nighttime. It's full on night. Oh, we're in a village. Okay, we found ourselves another settlement with people in it. That's good. Yeah, there were a total of 3 settlements, so this is obviously another one. Got a guy over here selling various farming stuff. Talk to him, see what he's got going on. Get seeds and telling us we can make pumpkin pie. That's one thing we can do with more advanced crafting stations. I don't think we have the money to really buy much here, and I don't think we have enough lavender to sell him. Nope. Yeah, there's not going to be much. Like, there's this druid here. He sells, like, druid armor, but we don't have the resources to trade for that. Yeah, this is not really someplace we want to be at the moment. But we'll pull out the map. Look how far we went. See, that's where we started, down here by this other monolith. And we're now way up here on this other island. But anyway, I think we are just gonna head on back to the main island. So I'll put a cut in here, and I'll bring you back once we get back there and start on the upgrade. Okay, we are back. Managed to fill up our backpack with stone. Got attacked by a couple enemies that jumped me, but I fought them off alright. Mostly just those spider things. Gather a few more pumpkins as long as I'm here. Here. Maybe I'll find some more of that lavender. Now we know another place where we can sell flowers, because I don't think you can sell lavender on the main island. But now that we have some place we can sell it, that means more opportunities to make money, and that's never a bad thing. So yeah, we got some lavender and another pumpkin. We know there's hardwood here. I figure pretty soon we'll see the sun coming up on yet another new day here, but I'm going to try and get us back home. Notice the torch went out when we got in the water. That's a nice effect. Yeah, we're full on stone. We can't even collect that. So let's head back over to the house. So there's a lot of stuff we need to build. Oh, there's some roses. Let's go ahead and gather those. Here, for context, this is how dark it looks when we don't have the torch up. See, for me, I can see what I'm doing, but, I mean, I know on YouTube this probably looked terrible. So I'll go ahead and keep that out. Gather this clay. While I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure if we need clay for crafting stations, but better to have it and not need it. And we can always use more. If nothing else, you can refine it once you have the refinery and get sapphires, which you can actually sell to the pirate or use for later armor and weapon upgrades once you get that far in the game. So let's see. Let's see, we will need an anvil to upgrade weapons and tools, and a refinery. I think we should get the anvil first. So I'm going to select that. There we go. Go ahead and put that in here for now. Now we'll need to expand the house before I can get the refinery put in, but that's okay. I'm not really super in a hurry to do the refinery. That is something we will want at some point. I'm going to go get the watering can if we can. From the farmer lady stuff, I guess is her name. Well, you're a late worker, aren't you? There we go. We have the resources. Let's get it. Oh, there's a level up. Great. At some point I leveled up. I must have missed one because we're level 3, so I can grab a couple of... Okay, I'm not sure why that's still on the screen. Let's see if I can... There we go. Alright. Not sure why that stayed on the screen, but let's go ahead and get those level ups. I believe I would like more health. And more damage. Being able to hit the enemies harder is definitely worth having. Oh no, sitting by that campfire actually increased our health. That's interesting. I didn't know that did that. I learned something. Alright. So let's see what it's going to take to upgrade our tools here. Pull this up. So this is our only weapon. So to upgrade to the sword, we need 12 wood, 5 fibers, and 3 iron shards, which we have. Let's do it. And boom. So notice now you see we have an iron sword, which does a lot more damage than the makeshift Bowie knife did. Let's see if we can do the same with... Let's start with the pickaxe, actually, because it's how we get more mineral stuff. Alright, we don't have enough wood, but we do have the shards and the fibers. So let's go grab some wood really quickly here. Oh, because it would help if I switch back to the axe and the hotbar. I'm kind of goofy sometimes and forget things. This episode's dragging a little long. I apologize for that. I just wanted to get through all this, get all these upgrades done, and close it out. Let's see if that's enough wood. I didn't pay attention to how much I actually gathered. So if I drag it off the hotbar, notice now it's not on the hotbar, so I need to remember to put it back. We do have enough, so let's go ahead and get that upgrade done. And now we have an iron pickaxe. That will help us mine faster and generally quality of life. Same way the axe will help us chop faster once we upgrade. We do have enough iron shards. I did find a few more of those off camera. Alright, we need wood again. Go figure. So, one or two more trees with the makeshift hatchet, and then we'll be onto an easier tool. Notice our damage upgrade is actually increasing how much we're doing to these trees, even with just the makeshift hatchet. It's already paying off. Alright. Makeshift hatchet. Wonderful. Alright, we don't actually need to do that, but... So you notice to go even further, though, we'll need hardened steel, which is the next tier of material. It's made by refining, well, smelting rather. You have to have a smelter and stuff like that. So, you know, it's a whole nother thing. So, I think we'll go ahead and call it good for this episode. We got a lot done today. We got the dungeon unlocked. We got our tools upgraded. You know, we're just moving right along. We even gained a couple of levels and got some underground explored. We even found a new island with a new village full of people. By full, I mean like there's 2 or 3 villagers, but you know what I mean. Anyway, like the video if you enjoyed it, and be sure to subscribe if you would like to see more. And I will see you in our next adventure.